this stack right here, like you see, this stack are all the movies that I own. I'm just lying. There's some more movies, but they're like my parents and they're Mexican, so no one really gonna understand what it is. So let's start with the one on top. It's really tall, so let's get over this. Avengers Endgame on 4K Ultra HD. I did the worst decision of my life to buy it on 4K Ultra HD because when I first got this, I thought this probably must mean that whenever I put it in my Xbox, when I got this movie, I got my Xbox back then. If I play this on my Xbox, it would give me the most high quality movie experience of all time. I was wrong because as you can see here, what you need to have for the 4K Ultra HD experience is a 4K Ultra HD TV. I mean, I had that for the living room TV, but I don't have an Ultra HD Blu-ray player. My Xbox One is just a normal Blu-ray player, and that's when I got sad. So I got this movie when I got this movie, Disney Plus didn't exist. Sorry. And also I got this like when I was in my first house, and then when we moved to this house that you're seeing right now, we got Disney Plus, and yeah. Willis and Crumble: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Hold up. Open it to see what it has. I'm gonna take out this digital code for the movie. Blu-ray disc, 4K UHD disc, and behind this is a Blu-ray disc with all the bonus features. Who here watches the bonus features more than the actual movie? Because I do that all the time. Now it's time for Willis and Crumble: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Inside is the Blu-ray disc and a code which I already used, so you can't use it, huh, idiots. One of my favorite animated movies of all time, and my favorite Aardman movie. And yeah, I was surprised to learn this movie was rated G. I thought it was like PG for animated scary moments, but no. It turns out it's not. Next up, Dragon Ball Super Broly. I love Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball, just Dragon Ball in general. And whenever my cousin showed me this movie on Japanese dub, I wanted to see the movie, and then it came out on Blu-ray. And I said to myself, I gotta have it. So here's I got the Walmart version where the cover is, how would I say this? It's like every single time you move it, it shows a different angle or perspective. It almost looks like it's 3D, kinda like it's getting out of the case, but it's not. Let me just take it out. See, look, you like that? Inside here are there's a digital copy code. I don't use it. The one with Goku is DVD, and the one with Broly is the Blu-ray. Call me a weeb if you want, but I don't watch Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Z like every single time. I only watch important moments in Dragon Ball history. Like I still watch Team Gohan versus Cell and the original Dragon Ball Z. So I'm not a weeb. You weeb. Next up, the Suicide Squad Walmart edition, where it's like kind of like Dragon Ball. Look, you see on one side you can see King Shark, and then you can't. But with Dragon Ball Super Broly, it looks like it's coming out of the box. But in this one, it's just King Shark. I love King Shark. Do you love King Shark? I love King Shark. Man, Walmart really knows how to do it. Naz Paris from Rotten Tomatoes says the Suicide Squad is a wild ride you never want to get off of. And inside is a DC Universe code. Whoever puts this first gets it. It's limited time. If you're on DC Universe Infinite. But you have to choose the annual option. So if you don't have the annual option, then you're elbozo. Blu-ray, DVD. I love this movie so much. Not just because James Gunn directed it, like everybody's saying, I love the Suicide Squad because, you know, it has a James Gunn touch to it. And all they talk is James Gunn, James Gunn. I love this movie not just because it has that James Gunn charm, but also because the characters are likable. King Shark, I will die for him. And I even cried in the movie whenever Ratcatcher 2 was like, but Dad, what about rats? Why do we control them? You know that scene? Dark Knight Trilogy on Blu-ray. My dad got me this for Christmas. And so thank you, Dad, if you're watching this. This is the special edition of the trilogy. So in here you get a message from Christopher Nolan. I read it and yeah, it tells you the whole history. And you get post messages from different Batman villains. I still haven't opened it yet because I never do mail. I do emails. In here, it's big, bulky. It's really big and bulky. You get all the movies on Blu-ray. So like this is the Blu-ray for Batman Begins, the movie, the Blu-ray for Dark Knight, the Blu-ray for the Dark Knight special features, the Blu-ray for the Dark Knight Rises, and a Blu-ray for the Dark Knight Rises special features, and the Dark Knight Trilogy special features that are only exclusive if you buy the special edition. So Dad, I love you. Thank you that you got me this for Christmas. I'm a huge movie nerd, and Batman is like one of my favorite heroes next to Spider-Man. Alright, here's the back of it. It gets torn off easily. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I love this movie like everyone else. It revolutionized animation by saying, hey, we don't have to be like Pixar. You can do your own thing. Inside is a digital code that I already used, El Bozos. And here's a DVD and here's the Blu-ray. I watched this movie on Blu-ray. Like, I don't even watch the DVDs. I haven't even like touched the DVD disc. That's how spoiled I am on watching movies on. Next up, Puss in Boots is the Last Wish. You already see me do it, so we don't have to go through this. I watched it with my family yesterday, and then my uncle and his children came, and my aunt and my grandma, and then we watched it again. They all said it was a good movie. Spider-Man, MCU Spider-Man 3 movie collection on Blu-ray. Here you got No Way Home, a digital code that I already used for all 3 movies of Bozos. The Blu-ray for Homecoming, and behind this disc for Homecoming is the disc for Far From Home. I hate it whenever there's like a disc behind it, because every single time I take this out, I'm always worried that I might crack the disc behind it and the one in front of it too. So I hate it. Alright, we're going to the DVDs, people. Prepare yourself for this. Spider-Man 2001. This is the same box that I kept this is the same box that I have. This is the same box from when I first watched it when I was like 1 year old. So like when this movie came out, my parents bought it for me because I was a little child back then. Watched it. This is the same box we still have, and the movie is without a scratch. You know how it is. DVD for the movie, DVD for the special features that has cleaned up. Look, I'm gonna tell you how clean it is. Look. If I can get it off. Oh. Look at that. Cleaned. It is very clean. Next up, Spider-Man 2. Again, the same box that we used whenever I was a little kid. And just look at it. Look at it. It's so clean. And if you're seeing that I'm on Voodoo, it's because I just redeemed my code for Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. Book of Life on Blu-ray. When I bought this movie, alright, hold up. The one that says Blu-ray is Blu-ray, and the other one that doesn't say Blu-ray is DVD. When I just got this movie from Walmart, like, we looked on Disney Plus, and they had the Book of Life, and that made my whole purchase pointless. And I couldn't find a receipt, so I couldn't return it. Meet the Parents. You open it, it's dirty. The reason why it's dirty, I don't know, it might have been dirty children back then. But this movie's hilarious. And I'm glad it exists, and I hate that it exists, because the movie's funny, and then a bunch of movies, did the whole Meet the Parents thing where, guy in the sequels, usually it's in the sequels, the guy meets his wife's parents, and then they're like, oh, we don't approve of you of this, and it's so goddamn annoying that they do this. My favorite animated movie of all time, Rango. Hands down, the best animated movie of all time. Fight me. I remember when I was little, I watched this movie in theaters, and then my little sister, she was still like a baby. She cried during the scene where Rattlesnake Jake was introduced, and my parents and me had to walk out of the theater because she was crying. I will never forgive you for that. But I'm glad our parents got this movie for us to watch. Yeah, the disc is not in good condition. I'm not going to show it to you because it's not in good condition, like I said. But I watched it on HBO Max, and now they've taken it off, so now I can't see it anywhere. Clash of the Titans. My dad loves this movie, and although I'm not a big fan of the big action movies based on mythology that always get it wrong, I like this movie. I love Greek mythology, and I remember that my teacher put this on, and that my English teacher put it on while we were doing the hero's journey thing. Yogi Bear. The disc is dirty as well. I'm recording this on my Mac, that's fine. The Perfect Family Movie. Big fun, says Jim Ferguson from ABC TV. You know what I say to you, Jim Ferguson? You're wrong. You shouldn't be a movie critic. Quit your job. This was kind of dusty. Over the Hedge, people. The Verminator. I love The Verminator so much. What? Like I show you, look, clean. It is clean all about. I've gotten older and I've gotten wiser, so now I take better care of my movies. Here's another dusty one. The Kung Fu Panda 3 movie edition. It has all 3 movies on DVD. This was before I got my PlayStation. I sold my Xbox. So I got it on Blu-ray. This is the disc for the first movie. And a disc for the second one, but the thing fell off. The thing is chipped, so now the second movie's disc will always get out when you open it. I can't put it back in, and I'm afraid to do that if I do. And you got the disc for the third one. And behind it, again, it's the disc with the special features and the shorts. And by shorts, I mean like Secret of the Masters, Secret of the Furious 5, Secret of the Scroll. You know those shorts. Next up is a tragic movie known by all called Schindler's List. I got this movie on Barnes & Noble, and I still can't get the sticky stuff that's right here that they put the mark on. Now this 25th anniversary edition has 3 discs. It has the first 1 hour and 30 minutes of the movie, and then and the second disc has the rest of the movie, and then a DVD for bonus features. I couldn't find the Blu-ray edition at Barnes & Noble, and it was the only place available that had the movie in store and not online, so yeah. Skyline, the most anticlimactic movie I've ever seen. How do I say this? This movie does not have a sequel, and I am so mad that it didn't continue it after that. I don't know if it's box office stuff or anything, But come on, give us the sequel. Who made this? Who released Universal? And I'm not a big fan of the Brothers Strauss. It's from a movie that you'll see next. Man, these movies are dusty. I haven't seen some of these movies in a while. War Room. Yeah, it's a Christian movie. So yeah, there's like 2 more Christian movies here, and if you guys are gonna say, "Oh, well, you're a Christian," I'm gonna unsubscribe. Don't do that, please. Also, I don't watch these movies because I'm a Christian. Like, I am okay with my religion, but like I don't have any beef with like what my religion is. It's just that I don't like to watch movies, to restore my faith, because I already have faith in myself. Why should I watch these movies to restore my faith? But War Room and the movies that the Kendrick brothers make are really good. They don't shove it down. They don't shove the Christian lessons down your throat like every other Christian movie does. They actually treat their audience with respect. So that's why I love the Kendrick brothers movies. Another Kendrick brothers movie, Fireproof. This time it's about marriage. Now, War Room is like marriage, but it's also restoring faith in the marriage. This Fireproof is about like regaining the purpose of marriage. Another one, Facing the Giants. This one is about faith and never giving up. And I love this movie. It has like the best scene in cinema of all time. Who here, when they were little, watched this little show called Animal Atlas? I love Animal Atlas because it gives me nostalgia. When I was a little kid, and I used to grow up every morning on the weekends, switching it on to Univision and watching Animal Atlas on Spanish. See, I love Animal Atlas. The Muppets conquer Manhattan and take it over and enslave everyone. I love the Muppets take New York and conquer everyone. This movie is amazing. Yeah, I love this movie. I haven't seen Muppets in Space, but everybody says it's bad, so I'm not gonna watch it. Apocalypto. Now, I'm all in for like gory fun, but this movie isn't like, it's not, how do I say it? It is gory and it is like really gripping to watch. Like, it's a really intense movie to watch, but doesn't nail it for me, Barnyard, best animated movie of all time. Forget what I said about Rango. This movie is amazing. Watch it, and it's in the clean condition, so I can now watch this whenever I want. I freaking love Barnyard. Biggie Cheese is amazing. Thomas and the Magic Railroad. The Boss Baby is in this, and Matilda also, which is kind of weird. Diesel. He says he's tired of being the bottom bitch or something in this movie, so yeah, I love his motivation where he says, I'm gonna conquer that tank engine, and the tank engine that he wants to conquer is the female one, so he's tired of being the bottom bitch. It's truly an inspirational movie for you to watch. 12 Years a Slave. My parents got this movie at Walmart at one point. Whenever they first watched it, I was like 5, whenever they got this movie, I was like 7, 8 years old, and they said I couldn't watch it. But right now that I'm older and I'm wiser, I watched this movie, and bro, I almost cried in this movie. And it's worth your watch. SpongeBob, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, and Sponge Out of Water. These movies are amazing. I love Now That We're Men. It's one of the greatest musical pieces ever written. This is a really, I wouldn't say underrated movie, but it is really, enjoyable, good fun. It's called Bugs, and it features Antonio Sabato Jr. and Angie Everhart. It's special edition. Ooh. And you can't kill what you can't see. Yeah, this movie's not good. The acting can be kind of not good, but I like the creature designs of the quote unquote bugs, and the butterfly scene is really amazing. Check it out if you haven't. Ultraviolet. I've never seen this movie, but my dad really likes it, so I might check it out at one point. Under the Same Moon. This was the first introduction I had to Mexican actor Eugenio Derbez. And this movie is pretty sweet. It's really endearing. And the chemistry between Eugenio Derbez and the kid are really fun. And it made me kind of teary-eyed. And it made me say to myself, I want to be a father. Dusty movie 2. This movie I have kept ever since I was little. Robots. It's still in great condition, and inside it are some fun activities you can do. Like inside here. Like, my guy, look at all these movies you could get when you mail it. If you were in 2017, you remember that you can mail this to 20th Century Fox Studios and get a free movie, and you can save $20. Oh, my sweatpants are not dusty because of the dust these movies have. Dusty. Gravity, the 2-disc special edition. My dad likes it, and I watched it last week. I loved it. And I've seen Roma 2, Roma, which is another movie Alfonso Cuarón made. My parents didn't like it, but I seem to enjoy it. I'm hoping to see what he does next. Exodus, Gods and Kings by Ridley Scott. I love this movie. Like, this is like my favorite iteration of Moses. It's not Prince of Egypt. Like, it's not a masterpiece like Prince of Egypt, but I like it. And Exodus is my favorite story from the Bible. The Little Rascals. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I love the Little Rascals. I especially love the gay relationship between Buckwheat and Petey. No, that's not his name. That's not his name. Buckwheat and Porky. Yeah. I'm just joking. They don't have a gay relationship. They're homies, you know. They don't have a relationship. They have a bromance, you know. Who here remembers Spider-Man, the new animated series? I got this at like HEB Plus or something. Only because I said, oh, it's Spider-Man. And I told Mom to buy it, and then she did. But this isn't the entire series. This is just 3 episodes in the 2-part finale of the show. I don't have, I found like 2 boxes of the show on Goodwill. I wanted to buy them, but I'm kind of worried when I buy movies at Goodwill because most of the time the box is gonna be scratchy, and I'm kind of worried that the disc might be not good. The Fantastic Four. I'm talking about the one with Chris Evans and The Thing and Sue Storm and Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, this movie is not good. Ignore it. I'm kind of sad that I watched Prometheus, another movie from Ridley Scott, and it's a prequel to Alien. And I've never seen it because according to people, there are no aliens in this movie until like the very end. And they're not even xenomorphs. They're things called deacons. No, wait. No! My tower of DVD boxes fell! No! No. Anyways, on to Alien vs. Predator Requiem. I don't like this movie. It's too dark for me. Like, not dark as in like Schindler's List where it's like sad. I'm talking about dark. Like, you literally can't see anything in this film. Like, how do people enjoy this? MovieWeb says a cool new monster, over the top violence. AVPR is a lot of fun. Screw you. You shouldn't. Screw you, MovieWeb. You shouldn't even be. This movie barely has any action, and when it does, it's boring. How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. I bought this for my sister at HEB. You know, pretty cool. I'm a good brother. Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't know why people hate this movie. I mean, it's not good, but it's not horrendous. I'm just joking. Yeah, it is kind of horrendous, you know. They tried to make a whole cinematic universe, but the movie didn't make enough money to make that said franchise, so they closed it. Also, Earthbound, $700 million at the box office for like one movie isn't bad, but if you're trying to make a whole franchise, it's not good. So be specific next time on your Spider-Man Into the Sonyverse video. You know, don't say, the movie failed because it made $700 million at the box office. You could have said, remember whenever that dude Mark Webb said he wanted to make a franchise? Yeah. Well, now he can't. And it only made $700 million at the box office. Gosh. My sister's second favorite romance movie, Bewitched. You know, the one with Will Ferrell and Nicole Kidman. This movie, I like the chemistry between Nicole Kidman and Will Ferrell, and Michael Caine in this movie is pretty hilarious. And so is the Endive. The No, she is Endive. She's an actual witch. I love that she shows us that she's an actual witch at the end. It's pretty hilarious. Chicken Little. I only watched this movie because of Runt and Fish. Like, the only two good characters in this movie, where the rest of these movies' denizens are a bunch of assholes. And next up, man, I was kind of worried about you guys that you're gonna put in the comment section about this. Yippee yo, it's the Mario Brothers, and plumbing's a game down in the drain, and the princess hand in the mushroom man. Time when I got with the hook with the brothers. Yeah, this is Once Upon a Koopa. It's not the entire series. It's just the Super Mario Brothers Super Show episodes where they include fairy tales like Mario and the Beanstalk. When the Mario Bros buy some magic garbanzo beans, they are led up to the beanstalk to face a giant Koopa, or The Adventures of Sherlock Mario, where they had to find Herlock Sholmes. Herlock Sholmes, everybody. Hooded Robin. Get it? Because it's Robin Hood, but it's Hooded Robin. Like a robin is a bird, wears a hood. Little Red Riding Princess, which Princess Toadstool. And Koopenstein. Frankenstein is his fairy tale? What? Anyways, yeah, this show's underrated. Watch it. Like, it's on Netflix too, but they don't have all the episodes, and these are like the only good episodes that I watch. So yeah, anyways, this was my DVD and Blu-ray movie collection. If you want to see more my collection videos, please tell me what I should do. Like, please tell me, like, any collection ideas you want me to do. Like, I can make my, I made comic strips. Like, I made, like, comic strips, like, not comic books, but, like, comic strips, you know, with jokes, you know? I can show that to you. Anyways, yeah, that's what the video is supposed to be. So, see ya. Bye-bye.